your thing, dog.
Yes, of course.
Appreciate you.
You suck in May then?
Yes, in May. We're going to be fighting there. So it'll be good, man. Just another big fight. So I'm ready to do it. I mean, Pitbull's is still a great fighter. He may have lost one time, but, you know, fans love him. He's a big fighter.
So Ryan Garcia will be fighting Pitbull Cruz. Devin the American Dream Haney will be fighting Ramirez.
The boxing world is buzzing with anticipation as two of the sport's most electrifying fighters, Ryan King Rai Garcia and Isaac Pitbull Cruz, are set to clash in a highly anticipated bout scheduled for May 2025. This fight, with a staggering $100 million prize purse on the line, is shaping up to be one of the biggest events in boxing history, uniting fans, critics, and analysts worldwide. Ryan Garcia announced on Friday that he will face Isaac Cruz in Times Square, New York, in May. Jose Ramirez versus Devin Haney will also be scheduled. Garcia revealed that Cruz has long been on his list of desired opponents, though the opportunity to face him never materialized. Until now. Viewed as a key test, Cruz is stepping into the ring as a tune-up fight, sharpening Garcia for a high-stakes rematch against Devin Haney this October in Riyadh. Cruz used to be the light welterweight champion for the WBA. In his most recent bout, which took place on August 3rd, he was split by Jose Rayo Valenzuela after 12 rounds. Ryan Garcia confirmed that he and Pitbull would be fighting in May, describing it as another big event and expressing his readiness for the bout. He acknowledged that Pitbull remained a great fighter despite a few losses, noting that fans still admired him. Garcia remarked on Pitbull's significant presence and referenced the large crowd in London where many people had been meeting with Turkey, calling the situation nuts. He also mentioned that there had been several previous occasions when he and Pitbull were supposed to face off, but those plans never materialized.
He's a big fighter, you know, he's a big fighter, so I'm excited.
Man, look at that. It's going to be Devin, Pitbull, and then Devin again. That's like the craziest. That's like one of the craziest schedules I feel like I know.
It's going to be a nuts schedule. It's going to be nuts. So, I mean, there's so many fights I can't even, I mean, there's so many people there in London, and they were all meeting with Turkey, so yeah, this is nuts.
So that's the next fight for you and Pitbull?
Yes.
Yeah, nice. May on that Canelo Crawford card?
Say it again?
May in that Canelo Crawford card? Or the potential Canelo Crawford card?
I think they're fighting in September.
Oh, okay.
I don't know when they're fighting.
Yeah. So you Pitbull in New York, Times Square?
Yeah, Times Square, yeah.
Nice, man. What, I guess curious, how does the fight go in your opinion? I know you guys have been circling each other for a long time, right?
Yeah, me and Pitbull, we were supposed to fight many occasions, but never went down.
Garcia added that he felt the fight with Pitbull Cruz was something fans had wanted for a long time, even though Cruz had lost to Jose Rayo Valenzuela on August 3rd. He stated that the loss shouldn't make any difference, emphasizing that Cruz remained an explosive fighter. Garcia also acknowledged Rayo's performance, noting that he had boxed a great fighter and deserved credit for the victory.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fight that I feel like the fans wanted for a long time until he lost. So I don't think it should make no difference. He's still an explosive fighter. Rayo boxed a great fight, so you can't really take anything away from him either. This should be a great fight still.
What happens if he doesn't win this fight? Does it like take it out of play, or he's still going to fight you?
I mean, we should find a replacement if he doesn't win, but I'm sure he will. I mean, I think this is a touch-him-up fight.
Cruz's loss to Rayo last August is irrelevant. Casual boxing fans won't notice, and hardcore fans won't care. All that matters is Ryan Garcia stepping into the ring. Honestly, for most fans, he could trade punches with a mannequin, and they'd still be thrilled. Ryan Garcia mentioned that a replacement should be found if Isaac Cruz didn't win his fight against Angel Fierro on February 1st at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, although he expressed confidence that Cruz would emerge victorious. Garcia also stated that after his own win, he planned to face Devin Haney again, defeat him once more, and finally put their rivalry to rest. He added that he could then move forward with his career, potentially taking on Teofimo Lopez, outlining how he envisioned his future plans unfolding.
Yeah, when I win, I will fight him again, beat him again, and then finally I can put that to rest and move on with my career and just maybe fight Teofimo, right? That's how it's going to go, so I'm just fighting everybody, bro. Everybody I wanted to fight, I'm fighting.
Pitbull Cruz faces a real threat of defeat against Angel Fierro next month on the David Benavidez versus David Morrell undercard. Fierro packs serious power, and with Cruz still reeling from his loss to Jose Rayo Valenzuela, the timing couldn't be worse. If Cruz is defeated, Ryan's team will have to scramble to secure a replacement for the May card. Fortunately for Garcia, he has Turki Al-Sheikh in his corner, a powerful ally who can line up a top-tier opponent in no time. With the chance to face Ryan on the big stage, fighters will be eager to step up. Be ready. I'm coming back sharp, Garcia told a group of reporters on Friday while in attendance for a 360 promotions show at the Commerce Casino in Los Angeles. He added, "I'd tell Cruz to keep his hands up. He's small. I'm trying to give this mother something by taking the fight at 140 pounds. I'm not that much of an asshole." In a surprising turn, Garcia is open to facing the smaller Cruz at junior welterweight. This comes despite his recent struggle to make weight. He came in 3.2 pounds over the limit in April when he fought Haney. In the months since, Garcia has insisted that his future lies in the higher weight classes, eyeing a move to 147 pounds and even 154. Garcia floored Haney 3 times en route to a majority decision victory in their heated showdown. However, controversy erupted after the bout when Garcia tested positive for the performance-enhancing substance Ostarine, leading officials to overturn his win and rule the fight a no contest. In contrast, Cruz lost his WBA 140-pound title to Jose Valenzuela in August by split decision. On February 1st, he is slated to face Angel Fierro. Garcia remarked that he believed Cruz was the only name that seemed fitting for a fight after his 1-year layoff, noting Cruz's knockout punching power and emphasizing that it wouldn't be an easy matchup. He stated that there were no safe routes in this decision, but expressed confidence in his skills to handle the challenge.
Here's the thing. Why was Teofimo Lopez involved? Why did he have his beef with Devin the American Dream Haney? Why did he repost the signing of Ryan Garcia when he was signing the contract and he said, "Let the games begin"? Why did His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh respond and kind of echo the statement and give his approval of the repost? Here's why. Because it seems to be a tournament. It seems as though you're going to have Ryan Garcia versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Devin the American Dream Haney versus Ramirez, and then Ryan Garcia, if he gets past Pitbull Cruz and Devin Haney gets past Ramirez, Ryan Garcia versus Devin the American Dream Haney in October for their rematch.
The announcement of the $100 million mega fight between Ryan Garcia and Isaac Cruz has sparked intense reactions across social media and boxing forums, with fans expressing a range of opinions about the matchup, the fighters' recent trajectories, and the broader implications for the sport. Some see it as an exciting spectacle, while others are more skeptical, citing concerns about competitiveness, timing, and the overall appeal of the fight. Let's dive into some of the most notable fan reactions. One user raised doubts about the legitimacy of the fight, questioning the relevance of Cruz as an opponent for Garcia, especially given Garcia's rise in weight classes. The fan stated, "I doubt the Isaac Cruz fight is legit. Ryan is a welterweight now. Isaac Cruz is too small." This comment highlights a common concern among boxing enthusiasts regarding weight class mismatches. Garcia, who has moved up to the welterweight division in recent years, is significantly larger and faster than Cruz, who has typically fought in the lightweight category. The perceived size and power difference could make the fight appear less competitive, particularly when viewed through the lens of Garcia's physical development and recent successes. Despite this, Cruz's tenacity and aggressive fighting style have earned him a loyal following, and many fans are still hopeful that he will provide a worthy challenge for Garcia, despite the size disparity. Another fan, however, expressed optimism about the strategic value of the fight as a precursor to a potential rematch between Garcia and another major contender. That's the perfect card to make before the rematch. Both should be able to win, but still get tested enough. They'll also be able to start the promotion of the rematch right after the main event if all goes as planned. This perspective views the Garcia versus Cruz fight as a stepping stone, with both fighters likely to face challenges that will set the stage for more competitive, high-stakes matchups in the future. The potential rematch being referenced here is likely with Devin Haney, another marquee name in the lightweight and welterweight divisions, who has been linked to a second clash with Garcia. If both Garcia and Cruz perform well and secure victories, the path to a Haney rematch for Garcia could be solidified, giving fans the chance to see high-octane matchups that will define the careers of all involved. This kind of strategic fight planning is common in boxing, as promoters seek to create narratives and rivalries that can drive ticket sales and PPV buys for future bouts. Not all reactions have been negative. One fan championed the matchup, emphasizing the quality of the card. Quality card. Anyone disagreeing is more interested in popularity contest. This fan's comment underscores the fact that while Garcia and Cruz may not be evenly matched in terms of size and skills, the fight still carries significant entertainment value. Boxing fans appreciate compelling storylines, action-packed fights, and the drama that surrounds the sport. Garcia's dynamic, explosive style, combined with Cruz's relentless aggression, is likely to produce fireworks, even if the technical aspects of the fight aren't as high level as some fans would like. The fan also seems to be calling out those who focus on the fighter's popularity rather than their boxing abilities. This is a common criticism in a sport that sometimes prioritizes big names over pure competition. However, it's clear that many fans are excited about the spectacle. Regardless of the technical intricacies, a more neutral fan weighed in on the difficulty of the fights for both Garcia and Cruz, stating, "These are good warm-up fights, but 100%. Ryan has the harder fight. Ramirez literally just lost, same as Pitbull, so I guess it's even." This fan acknowledged that while the Garcia versus Cruz fight is more of a warm-up for both fighters, it also highlights the differences in their recent form. Jose Ramirez, who has been discussed as a potential opponent for Cruz or Garcia, recently lost, which raised questions about his standing in the division. In contrast, Garcia is coming off impressive victory, and while the difficulty of their fights can be debated, the consensus is that Garcia may face a more challenging contest against Cruz due to the latter's pressure style. It's clear that boxing fans see the match as more of a test for Garcia's ability to handle a relentless, smaller but tough opponent in Cruz, while Cruz will need to find a way to overcome Garcia's reach, speed, and tactical advantages. One fan expressed concern about the technical quality of the matchup, noting, "Ryan versus Pitbull gotta be the worst matchup we've ever seen from a technical standpoint, but this probably gonna be entertaining." This reaction points to the fact that while Cruz is known for his power and aggressive style, he may struggle with the technical aspects of boxing, particularly against someone as skilled and refined as Garcia. Cruz's brawling approach is exciting to watch, but it doesn't necessarily offer the same high-level technique that fans of pure boxing might prefer to see in a title fight. Despite the concerns over technical precision, many agree that the fight will be entertaining due to the contrasting styles of the fighters. The anticipation for a barn burner of a fight often outweighs concerns about how pretty the boxing will be, especially when both fighters have proven they can deliver on the big stage. Finally, one user wasn't fully sold on the event, expressing disappointment over the apparent lack of competitive stakes in the undercard. 2 showcase fights, hopefully that's just the undercard for a fight people are actually interested in. This is well below the Turkey standard as far as PPV events go. This fan's criticism seems aimed at the overall PPV package, which includes Garcia versus Cruz as the marquee event, but potentially lacks a strong undercard. PPV events are often judged not only by the headliner, but also by the supporting bouts, which can make or break the experience for fans. When a card features underwhelming opponents or low-stakes bouts, it can diminish the appeal, especially when compared to other high-profile boxing events with stacked lineups. Overall, fan reactions to the Ryan Garcia versus Isaac Cruz fight have been a mix of excitement, skepticism, and disappointment. While the bout is expected to deliver high entertainment value, particularly for casual fans of boxing, many hardcore followers are questioning the technical competitiveness of the fight, especially given the size and skill differences between the two fighters. The strategic nature of the bout, with its potential to lead to bigger matchups in the future, will likely keep the anticipation high, but only time will tell if the fight lives up to the hype. In recent days, the Ryan Garcia-Devin Haney feud has taken a dramatic turn, keeping fans on the edge of their seats. Tensions between the two have simmered since their explosive showdown in the summer of 2024, a bout overshadowed by Garcia's PED violation, which led to a year-long suspension. Adding fuel to the fire, Haney later hit Garcia with a lawsuit, accusing him of battery, fraud, and breach of contract. But in an unexpected twist, the heated standoff saw a temporary truce when His Excellency Turki Alalshik intervened during the Ring Magazine Awards in London, persuading both fighters to set their differences aside, at least for now. The Saudi royal even persuaded the Dream to hit the pause button on his lawsuit against Garcia for 90 days, allowing them to settle their score in the ring. While Garcia and Haney had already committed to a rematch, speculation swirled about a potential trilogy.
Yo, I just ran into Haney right now.
We're going straight to Orange County.
Haney, the guy that I beat up with 1,000 left hooks. He literally looked at me, and you know what I told him face to face? As I passed him, I said, keep jabbing, champ. Yes or no? Yeah. For sure. And you know what's hilarious about it? He was like, they want to hit the, they want to hit the switch, like we can fight, blah, blah, blah. Nothing happened. Bro, you guys are weenies.
Ryan Garcia believes the fighter who dominated Devin Haney in the ring just 9 months ago is poised to replicate that performance in a planned fight series between the two rivals. I'm excited to vindicate my victory that I deserved rightfully, and I'm ready to kick his ass again and shove it in Bill's face again. It's going to feel just as good as the first time, Garcia said to Boxing Scene. Garcia faces a suspension from the New York State Athletic Commission until April 20th. To move forward with the fights, he must clear at least one NY-SOC test and enroll in voluntary anti-doping association testing soon, something he's excited to do. Garcia said, "These fights are going to be great. They pay such good money the Haneys are going to say yes. I was just kind of shocked at all of it. How are we going to do this fight in Times Square? I guess that's what's going to be done. I don't think tickets are going to be sold, but I think everybody who's there can watch. That's pretty cool." In addition, Garcia expressed his excitement about the battle between Saul Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, which Alalshik is preparing for the 4-division championships in September. Garcia said, "Turkey's been making a lot of really great fights happen. You can't really hate on it. Canelo's so big, so strong. Weight classes matter for a reason." Garcia, meantime, stated that he is willing to submit to a test. Adopting the Haney's-WADA choice makes him a little nervous. He said, "When a coach is pushing a certain organization, it strikes me as weird as being a mandatory thing, but I don't want to talk about it because they might sue me." Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney are like an unrelenting ailment, frustrating, nauseating, and exasperating. They faded into the background for a while, but never truly vanished. Any hope of relief is fleeting, as their return is inevitable unless they undergo a transformation. Garcia and Haney have resurfaced once again, though they have yet to make their full return. The current situation is poised to escalate, potentially surpassing the severity of the initial one. There should be no way to do that. It seemed like the first was the worst. Many of us were tired of the terrible build-up to Haney's fight with Garcia in April before they even engaged in combat. A large part of it stemmed from Garcia. He's always chasing attention on social media, constantly spewing misguided words and engaging in questionable actions. Yet, he never seems to think he's at fault. Instead, he portrays himself as the perpetual victim. Given all this, it was only natural to question his mental well-being and whether the fight should proceed, or if it ever should have been scheduled in the first place. Although Garcia was a few pounds overweight and appeared to have done so on purpose, he managed to make it to the scales. Even though the struggle was chaotic, he managed to make it to the ring. Dramatic? Yeah, but a complete disaster. All of us are rubberneckers in a car crash. Garcia secured a majority decision, and that might have been the end of it. We could have brushed it off as just another regrettable chapter in a sport rife with them. But then, more chapters unfolded, stretching this saga beyond its original scope. Before long, a second season will be on the horizon. If one could recall all that happened, it would be difficult to list it all. Here are a few of the lowlights, or highlights. Garcia tested positive for Ostarine, a prohibited performance-enhancing substance that aids in weight loss without sacrificing muscular mass. Even though the New York State Athletic Commission's decision was the only one that mattered, Garcia attempted to prevail in the court of public opinion.
He did whoop Devin Haney.
That wasn't a steroid whooping, bro. That was just a cold
like,
blood.
that was bad.
They ever run that back?
For sure they're going to run it back because
Devin Haney suing him for assault and battery.
that's wild.
Nah,
I
that's
guess the rationale is that if he used PEDs to beat him, then it ruined his reputation. How much damage did that cost to his career? And that's what he's suing for.
Or you could just get it back in blood.
Do you think Devin Haney could knock out Ryan Garcia?
No.
Garcia attempted to shift the blame for the positive tests onto the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, the organization that conducted additional substance screenings for the Haney-Garcia fight, beyond the official testing by the commission. WADA regularly offers this service for high-profile bouts. Garcia tried to link WADA with Victor Conti, who, nearly 20 years ago, was notorious for assisting athletes. Today, Conti works with Haney and other athletes as a nutrition and conditioning consultant. Though Conti is a vocal advocate for VIADA, and has even assisted its founder with substance testing education, he holds no official position with the organization. Additionally, after WADA's tests yielded positive results, the New York State Athletic Commission examined Garcia's own sample and found that it also contained Ostarine. On June 20th, 2 months after the bout, Garcia reached a settlement with the Athletic Commission. His suspension, set to last 1 year, was retroactively applied starting April 20th, 2024. In addition to the suspension, he was hit with a $10,000 fine and required to return his 7-figure fight night purse to his promoter, Golden Boy Promotions. Furthermore, his victory over Haney was officially nullified. Garcia, meantime, kept getting himself into trouble.
You
helping me beat Devin Haney, ashwagandha root. Thank you for giving me the left foot power. No rematch. No rematch. And no Giddy.
Let's go.
Haney, after all, agreed to accept the $600,000 penalty from Garcia to proceed with last year's fight, despite Garcia weighing in overweight. But that bout came at a cost for Haney. His defensive shortcomings were laid bare as he was repeatedly staggered and knocked down. His chin wasn't just susceptible, it was flawed. He could be hit, he could be hurt. True, Garcia had the edge from both his weight advantage and the use of Ostarine. Yet, neither of those factors erased the tangible damage Haney endured in the ring, nor the lingering repercussions he faced afterward. It's hardly shocking that Haney took legal action against Garcia. However, Haney hasn't exactly helped his own career with his decisions. He's yet to return to the ring, failing to score any victories to help restore his reputation. He passed up the opportunity to fight Sandor Martin and relinquished the last of his leverage, the world title the WBC had reinstated after Garcia came in overweight. Eventually, Haney vacated the belt, and the sanctioning body named him their champion in recess. Haney has faced considerable backlash over the lawsuit, but the legal action isn't without precedent. While not an exact parallel, Deontay Wilder prevailed in a similar lawsuit after his bout with Alexander Povetkin was called off when Povetkin tested positive for a banned substance. Some boxing fans believe Haney should simply accept his defeat and move forward. However, commission penalties alone have proven ineffective in deterring fighters from cheating. The looming threat of civil lawsuits, along with the financial burden of defending against one and potentially facing additional damages, could serve as a stronger deterrent.
Ryan Garcia, that fight has question marks. It's unfinished business. We're on a clean playing field, even playing field. We know that I'm going to be victorious. There is no bad blood with Eddie. If an opportunity comes this way, where we can work together, then it will happen. If not, then I appreciate Eddie for everything that he's done for me. He put me in position. He gave me a chance in the beginning, and I couldn't appreciate him enough for that.
The lawsuit is currently on hold, and Haney likely believes he stands to earn more from a potential rematch with Garcia, something that can only happen if he drops the case, than by pressing forward with the lawsuit and risking the opportunity for a second fight. Nobody seemed to have learned from the disasters of the previous year, or maybe the lessons learned were incorrect. Garcia is still opposing the idea of WADA testing and maintaining his innocence. It's getting really strange why it's always WADA. Can we get some other organizations to test? Garcia posted on X. Considering WADA was the organization that exposed Garcia's cheating, and has uncovered many others doing the same, it's hardly shocking that Haney would choose them again. Likewise, it's no surprise Garcia opposes this decision. His response echoes that of a child, apologizing for getting caught, but not for the wrongdoing itself. The lead-up to the first Haney-Garcia fight was already messy enough. If a rematch takes place, it'll bring all that drama back to the surface. And yet, we'll gladly devour every moment, popcorn in hand. This fight is bound to generate major buzz, with both fighters raking in hefty paychecks. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia resemble a chronic illness. Additionally, we are the ones that make them viral.
What did you make of Ryan Garcia's exhibitions? We're not sure if that's going to happen anymore, but did you have some kind of opinion on that? A lot of people didn't like it. You said the Ryan Garcia exhibition was BS. What do you think he should do with his time? What would you recommend he does?
And I think he should sign up for the 24/7 BADA program, show that he's a clean athlete, and then get back to boxing.
You'd have a rematch with Garcia next.
Of course. Well, not next, obviously, because I'm coming back in March. But it's definitely, possible for 2025. Listen, my attitude never changed about. I want to fight the best fighters in the world, and that will never change because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to fight the best, make the biggest, best fights happen, and just because I was cheated in a fight, that don't mean I'm going to change my tune. I still feel the same way because I still feel like I'm the best fighter in the world. I think on an even playing field, I can beat all these guys.
So, that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos.